While there's no shortage of animal lovers in Colorado, affordable housing anywhere can be tough to find. The two combined has prompted one state lawmaker to introduce a bill that would ban landlords from charging pet fees. Our Karen Morfitt breaking down that bill for us tonight. And Karen, the sponsor says this is really just about affordability.
Yeah, Karen, he says that these fees are unnecessary. And while it's about affordability, he also says that these high costs are splitting up families. Now, the idea has raised concerns by a number of people about damages and who would pick up the cost. Ready?
4-year-old Unicorn can't get enough of her time outdoors.
I got really lucky. She's truly the most amazing dog ever.
Olivia Reiser took her in when a coworker could no longer care for her.
She's literally my family.
But as a renter, this family member comes with a fee.
On top of my deposit for her, I have rent every month for her as well.
State Representative Alex Valdez says they're unnecessary when most landlords already require a security deposit.
It's very expensive. It's causing a family to make a decision between having a member of their family living with them or taking that pet and dropping it at the shelter.
He introduced a bill that, among other things, would ban pet deposits, pet rent, or other pet fees.
We wanted to ensure that the bill that we're creating is based on fact and that we're not actually seeing as much damage from pets as most people would probably think.
Anyone that owns a pet knows that there's costs associated with them.
Destiny Bossert is the government affairs manager for the Colorado Apartment Association, who represents 75% of all rental units in the state.
I think the unintended consequence to this bill is that it would cause rents and deposits to increase just because they have to offset that wear and tear that our lovely pets come with.
Even those who anticipated additional costs say it's starting to add up.
I mean, it's worth it, but it's definitely a chunk of change.
Now, part of the bill also includes launching a program for landlords where they could pool funds up to $1,000 to help pay for any damage, but it would be first come, first serve, and they would have to prove those damages. But the Apartment Association says while they could get behind something like that, they also want to know where that money would come from. We're live in Denver tonight. Karen Morfitt covering Colorado First.